Today is the day. I'm gonna play in Nijmegen. So I just missed my bus by literally seeing it passing by. That's like typical me. I always lose my buses or my train. That's like, I cannot get used to it. We're playing for Martijn de Walda, and I didn't know who he was, sorry Martijn, but he's apparently fairly famous, fairly known worship artist. So I thought that there is no best opportunity to actually talk you through what is, you know, to be a worship drummer and what does it mean. You know, tips that I could actually give to you and show you around. Goedemiddag. To keep in count if you want to be a worship drummer is that ego, everything that is ego, it's absolutely not the place to have that. You are there to serve others and not to have a band there that they come and look at you, but you are trying to help others get into that atmosphere of worship. And to understand that, why I say no ego, is that you will need to understand the reason and the meaning of worship. Hallo! Ik ben er! Wow, het is al weg. Okay, all packed up. Still this thing to bring and we are done. Another very important quality of a worship drummer is that you need to be able to adapt to any situation with dynamics. I really think that makes the biggest difference in everything. Study dynamics in such a way that you're able to play softer and adapt to a set list or to a venue that does not have all the possibilities like a bigger one. Or at any part of your song, for example for a build or different dynamics and different feels and stuff like that. Not all churches have drum cages, and even then you really want to support the song and you want to support your band in such a way that it's not dominating, neither obstructive to the mix. Sorry for the background noise, they are sound checking and I have no microphone with me right now, so it's a bit difficult. I cannot stress this enough. To choose the right gear to play drums, choose thinner cymbals, choose cymbals that are bigger and therefore are a little bit more buried in mix and not as dominant as normally cymbals are. And that will be big of a difference if you play in a church. Make sure the people get moved by the worship. With this one, I do not want to contradict myself with the first thing that I told, which is do not have ego, and ego is not the place for worship. Evit sad faces, evit things that might actually feel weird, like for example dead space in between songs, and invite people to clap along and remember that you're there to celebrate and worship God. To the core master, that's us. but not least, mistakes are allowed. You can do mistakes anytime. Of course, you know, rehearse at home and study your stuff. Make sure that mistakes don't happen. But if they happen, just let it go. Most of the people doesn't even notice because they simply are focusing on something else, which is singing the song and worshiping. And in any ways, if somebody notices and if it is a really bad mistake, you learn from them, and you know, it just happens anyway. So take it, embrace it, and grow over it.